Hello world and all who inhabit it. We got another beautiful day. Look at that hair, Jesus Christ. Alright, so we got this Jeep. I did this Jeep like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago in my garage at home. I know there's crazy videos of me in the garage at home, but they were in the slight accident, like right there, and they fixed a dent. There was like a dent right there. They fixed the dent. Somebody else did that. And then it's Tiffany blue from KB Pigments, and I've tried to match this exact color before, believe it or not, and it does not match well. Just because it's like a really like light blue color, it just does not match. So we got to do the whole car. That's fun. So I gotta peel off all this blue that is actually in perfect condition. Like literally looks, it looks great still. 2 years later, there's not a scratch on it other than the accident that happened. So I'm gonna peel everything, which is gonna break my heart a little bit, and then we're gonna have to paint it again in the exact same color because that's what they want. Yeah. So even 2 years ago, I still made a beautiful paint line on the inside of every car, and we're gonna peel it. I'm gonna try to do it with one hand, because I'm alone always and forever. Oh yes, it's actually really thick, so you gotta do a white base with this, so that's gonna happen again. And I'm gonna get this whole thing peeled, man. It'll probably take me about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours to peel it completely. It does help that, I'll show y'all, I use a power washer, so like, it's a... Alright, so basically I'm just looking at all the things that I know I took off. Like, I took off these things when I painted it. I took these things off. There are a few things I should have taken off that I didn't. Like, I didn't take this off. You can tell. You can literally tell because this is less painted than the rest of it. Like, right under it. Like if you look at right there, it's just not as blue. But, and I have overspray right there. So, you know what's happening. These definitely come off super easy. Like, I just did this car. Why won't it focus? Like, you'd think it would focus. So I just did this car. Oh man, that looks great. So this is a G-Wagon I just did. Let me show y'all this G-Wagon. It was black, guys. This car was black, but now it's white. So this thing came in just for the regular gloss white on the whole car. Just literally regular gloss white. There's not even any pearl in it. It's a little wet right now. But yeah, this is my first G-Wagon I ever did, so it's pretty cool. But anywho, just get back to the point. These I took off because literally you just pop this cap off. It's like that little cap, and then there's one bolt, and then that's how they come off. It's super easy. And like the Jeep is the same way. Literally, this is just a nicer Jeep. This is like the Jeep if you got a lot of money, and this is the Jeep if you wanted a Jeep in the first place. Alright, so I just spent the last, whatever, like hour and a half taking off all the things I had to take off. It was actually kind of a lot, like the taillights, they're pretty crazy. The wheel well arch things, what are they called, fender flares? And that's about it. I guess the mirrors, the latches, handles, such like this, all the such. And now I'm gonna start peeling it. Everybody always be asking me, how do you start the peeling process, Brett? What do you do? Well, as you can see, you know, like with the edge here, you can, you know, kind of start at an edge if you really want and start peeling if you want. Or what I tell people to do is I just go in with my fingernail. I have really sharp, durable fingernails because I'm just an animal out here, but I'll just start digging at it. That's it. That's how you start peeling it. Just like that. Alright, so we got this Mustang. We did this about 2 years ago. This is another one I did in my garage at home. It is the ZTR Hypershift in Halo again. This is just here to get peeled. That's all he came here to do. I already started. I couldn't wait. Just gonna show y'all, you know what I'm saying? Look at that color. You know, I can peel it with one hand, but it's kind of a bitch, so I'm gonna get my friend Rolando. He can hold the camera for me. This is my buddy Rolando. He's gonna hold the camera while I peel it real quick. Hey, come on, come back here, let's go, come on. You got it, you got it? Alright, cool. Talk to me. I just need to peel it. I need to go hands.
They always come back. Whoa, whoa.
Kept it so real good.
Getting off pretty good there. Whoa.
You know, it's a dip. So, you know what I'm saying?
All that.
Alright, so everything is pretty much off. I left a few tiny things because we're doing it the same color. So it doesn't really, it's not super important to get all of it off. Like around this, you know, like that's just gonna get covered the same. So I didn't bother doing that. It's just gonna get sprayed over. But pretty much all of it's off. And I've got a lot of the taping done. It's really just a big box, so it's gonna be a lot of plastic going over the whole top area, and then there's gonna be plastic going around all of the bottom area because that's where everything else is. So that's about it, really. Then there's, you know, this whole situation where there's a separate piece for there, but I took that off just because it's a little bit easier to get all of the dip around there off with it off. So that I took off, and then we're gonna mask this section and then that section kind of separately, and we got a mask behind the grill and under here and everything. So we're gonna get to that. We're just gonna put plastic everywhere, and that'll be fun. Let's go. Okay, so we got the Jeep completely prepped up. I actually just threw the first coat on. We're doing primer gray for the base. I just feel like doing it. I've been having like, I think it's better to do a primer gray base and then a white base, just because white is such a pain in the ass, especially in the colder weather, because white has a lot of tint in it and it really likes to drip and it likes to fisheye. So it's a lot easier to just get a solid base of primer gray and then the white, and then we'll do the blue again. So here's just a look at everything before we get anything really on here. Okay, I'm really sorry. The car is done. Let me go show you it's outside. I'm really sorry. I really wish I would have recorded more. I'm new and I be forgetting. There's so much to do. I just be forgetting, but we got it out here. It's looking great. So I've actually put everything together except for the hard top. I can't put the hard top on by myself, so I have to wait for my friend to come help me, because I can't. It's giant. But everything is done. The way I've been doing it, like on the last time and this time, is I just make a clean line right here on the inside, because you want to be able to, like, for it to look like it's totally dipped with the top off, so you can still rock it with the top off, but then with the top on, you know, it's still nice on the inside of the car. But yeah, that was pretty straightforward. We just peeled it completely. You know, that was kind of a pain, just making sure everything was totally off and then doing it again. Also, these Jeeps are just a huge pain because all these tiny little pieces that have to go back on, they have to go back on. So it was a lot of work, but that's done. This is still here. It has to get picked up. And then that Camry that we just saw, we're gonna start going on that. Really just doing some minor stuff. Also, here's the Mustang. So pretty much got all of the dip off of this vehicle. I think the only thing I have left to do is, like, I gotta take these pieces off and go under there, and then I need to kind of go a little bit more around the bumper parts, and that is about it. Then I have to, really the only other thing, oh man, the door's locked. Okay, the only other thing is just this little bit left in the door. So that we just use like a thinner and we can get that off. So I just have to get to that. And then it's also on the trunk. So it's just really just the doors. And then I got to take the taillights out because I take them out when I dip it. So I got to take them out again to get all the dip out. And then, you know, just like right here, there's a little bit. But that's it. So this car is pretty much done. Then he'll pick it up probably later today. But on this car, we are going to be doing the like SXE roof. A lot of these Camrys are coming with a black roof, and then also it's black, basically this whole pillar until this body line. So we're going to make a tape line on that body line, and then also we're doing the chrome around the windows and the mirrors. And that's it. So pretty much just going to start taping that up and getting that ready. Also have to remove the PPF on the mirror caps. There's like just this little PPF layer. So I'm gonna get that off and then we'll get going. All right, so here's the Camry outside the next day. We got the mirror, the whole roof. Oh man, I locked it. Here's the line we made. It actually came out beautiful, just beautiful, as always. The chrome around the windows. I really want to show you guys the inside line, so let me get the keys. Alright, so the way I had to do this is I also did the chrome around the windows. I had to take the rubber around the door trim off on all the doors, and then we made a clean line on the inside. Because otherwise, I would have had to tape on this and do this separately. That was not going to happen. This was the perfect way to do it, and it is gorgeous. Honestly, I don't think anyone would ever know that this didn't come like this from the factory. And that was the look he was going for. Alright, so that's the end of that one. I'll see you guys in the next one. I got a tricycle I'm building. I don't know if y'all have seen it in the background, but building a tricycle. Also, I have an S2000 coming, so I'll see you on the next one.